Also, you have the tiniest lipstick.
I thought I did.
Right tooth. Better.
All right, we have an unpopular opinion segment. So
stir in the pot.
Listen. For today, my unpopular opinion for you, you good people. Why is it that DJ Khaled is the worst? Why is he so annoying? Why? And like, I love a good catchphrase. Like, he's like the meme of all memes. And like, I'll use it. You follow me on Instagram at Xtine Elise. Listen, you will see DJ Khaled appear on many a story. Another one. Like all of those, like major cute. Like, but it's like he's like a caricature of a human to me.
He is.
And like, so I actually went down the rabbit hole and read his Wikipedia because I was just like, where do you make do you make something like this? How do you become a DJ Khaled? It's bizarre. And like, he's first off, he's like definitely older than I thought he was.
Yeah,
He's like up there.
Yeah.
But he acts so like youthful and stuff. And like, and again, kind of like the Taylor Swift episode we did, like I respect his hustle tremendously. Like I do think he's talented. I think he works his network. Like, all of those things, and he worked a really long time before he became like anyone.
Sure.
I would say that's like notable in the industry. But now he's in this weird place, like father of a song. Like, why are you yelling like that? What are you ever wearing? Why do you have so many features on this song? Why is it so mediocre, but you're yelling still? Like, there's like today in the current industry of music, like. What is he doing? Like the recent album in particular.
Yeah.
It's just all of it. Like even on like Wild Thoughts. Let's go back there for a second before we come back around. So like, you know, the whole thing. You rip the Santana part, and like young kids don't even like know that was another song, which like also makes me mad. But like DJ Khaled's not even like on it.
No.
Like, why are you... Like,
he never is.
Like, you don't even go here. Like, do you even go here? I just don't really, like... I don't get it. I don't know why he's involved, but he, like, loves being a celebrity.
He does.
So, like, I guess, like, I don't knock the hustle. But anyway, all right, so coming back. So, like... All right, this all started because I watched his SNL performance. I believe he closed out the season. Like, this is, like, a few months ago. And he had so many guests. And like, again, power to him for if you can bring out like a dozen like real high-end current music artists, like that's super cool. And you can get them like, they answer your calls and they show up to the studio and like work on your stuff. But it's amazing that it's still so bad. But he had everybody come out on stage. I was just like, this person from the Latin music industry, like this rapper, like Lil Wayne, like how you doing? This person, SZA, like, but then you're all together and it's just this weird gumbo of musical artists, and it doesn't sound great.
No, it's not.
But because they're on it, like your brain is like, I want to like this.
Yeah.
But I don't. So can you help explain why is it so bad?
Because he doesn't. He does. I think my reasoning is my bone to pick with him is he has his contact list is second to none. He can talk. He hangs out with people, all of the who's who. He does. And the problem is he sees himself as this tastemaker and this this sort of. He wants the Diddy role. He wants to be. He wants the whole like, you know, like
there can only be one. Let's be honest.
He wants the tastemaker. The problem is he's kind of going about it like back assward, and he's sort of I think when he sits down to put together a song, he gets some production, which is like. Quality, like, but not stand out in any way, shape, or form. Right. Something that's basically musical wallpaper. And then he's like, all right, you're huge. Come here. You're huge. Come here. Now kiss. And then like, and then he's just like, And like tries to be this musical matchmaker because we're kind of in like we're in feature culture right now where like it's all about the who's on whose track and like let's just we don't have to write a bridge because we'll just bring someone else in to do it. It's fine. And then but the problem is we're not thinking about musical chemistry. We're not thinking about how are these two people going to synergize together to make something greater than the sum of the parts should be greater like than just the two of them individually. But we don't really do that, and he's just sitting over here. And the best way I described was just pouring glasses of water into glasses of water. And now we've just got too much goddamn water, and it's not like making anything new. It's just a whole bunch of water everywhere. Like it's just like the most offensive song off his album is the Ed Sheeran Justin Bieber one, which is just.
Is that off his album?
I think was it on there? Or?
I don't know.
I think it's on there, isn't it not?
I mean, it's a terrible song, so regardless of if it's on there or not, like, that song sucks.
So...
that song sucks. I was like, really?
I only gave one playthrough to the album because I couldn't stand it. So
this is what I waited for?
If I'm misquoting it, then that's on me. But I thought it was on there. Either way, so that is, his hands were all over that one. But that's another one where there's just like, we just put the two of them on the same song at the same time over an instrumental that's not offensive, is not musically. Yeah. I can explain why it's terrible in another, but it's irrelevant to this point.
Next time.
Yeah. So like we just these two, it does nothing, literally nothing. It's playlist filler, and then
that's exactly what it is. It's like somebody can just find like new releases, DJ Khaled, add it to the playlist.
Exactly, like, and that's like a whole again a whole other topic we can crush another time. That just like we're kind of morphing as an industry into this whole like it's all about how can we stack up the playlist and rack up the plays, and it's not about making music anymore. It's about how do we just fill the playlist,
right?
And that entire album is just playlist filler because none of it musically speaks to anything about anyone. It's just like we assembled a whole bunch of people who were names, threw them on the same album together, but didn't care about what we were assembling with it. We were just like, oh, all these people are great on their own, so automatically the product will be great. And then it's just sheer like mediocrity.
Soulless to me.
It is 100%.
Like it's vapid and soulless and looks like it's just for profit.
Because it was assembled on a Google spreadsheet. Like it had nothing to do with like it's literally, it's an Excel document was made and basically was like, here's all the people we want to put together. Let's randomly combine them and then just like throw them on this track, and I'll just yell we'll just put a whole bunch of my ad libs over the top of it.
How do his ad libs go, Aaron? Can you give us a sampling?
I don't want to. I can't.
Please?
Can't make me.
Could you just one?
I can't. Major key. Just like...
was worth
my favorite. But
it almost feels like the artists are like in on the joke though too, which is actually worse because I almost feel like if they took it more seriously, it maybe wouldn't be as like water on water bad.
Yeah.
But it's like they get the call and they're like poolside, like, oh, dope. All right, well, do you want to still buy that house in the Caribbean, baby? Because I don't know, DJ Khaled just called, like, but like it's almost like an instant like. You know you're going to make this much money because it's DJ Khaled and it's on the album and you're going to get this much PR out of it. You're going to get the SNLs. You're going to get this. You're going to get that. You're going to be able to promote your own stuff. So the artists just keep almost like feeding into it because he does have a lot of, I guess, power technically in that way. But
like I said, he's great at networking. He gets a lot of people into the same room with each other, which is, or maybe not even in the same room with each other because now the way workflows work, you don't even have to have people in the same room with each other.
And maybe that's what's wrong. Maybe that's why the songs are so bad.
It's a whole bunch of mailed-in vocals that it sounds like what it is. It's a bunch of mailed-in vocals over nothing technically wrong with the production, but like nothing good about it either.
Right.
There's the one standout track is the John Legend Nipsey Hussle track. That's the only one that makes me feel anything.
Yeah.
And I basically attribute that all to John Legend because...
I was going to say, and that is purely because that specific song has people with soul on it.
Yeah.
That it just, like, lucky
It's a great verse.
It's
John Legend, to some extent, can do no wrong. I mean, it's... Unless you just put him on the wrong track. I mean, like, that's the only one on that album that I actually have in fairly regular rotation in my own listening. Everything else I gave like a once listen through, and if I never heard it again, I don't know if I know that I never heard it again.
Yeah. I think it has no staying power, no anything. And like even thinking back to earlier when we were talking about the Missy Elliott stuff, like those songs, like you said, I mean, we haven't heard those songs I mean, I don't. God, is it? I mean, maybe almost pushing 20 years for some of it. Like,
Some of them,
I Can't Stand the Rain. Like, all the super
Yeah.
duper like all that stuff. Like, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
And it still bumps and it still has staying power.
It
and
does.
It's still like a good song's a good song is a good song.
But
like,
those are well-crafted songs made by
Thoughtful.
people who were trying to make a good song.
Right.
Not somebody who was trying to be like, we need to just get people in here. And that's the other thing that really kind of gets
grinds
me
your
about
gears,
him, if
would
you
you
will.
say? Frost your cookies.
Is how indignant he got when the album didn't do as well as he should have
Oh,
thought.
yeah.
And he was taken to social media and was just like flipping out about it. And
He
I was
did.
just like, yeah.
I read that about like what he did to his label, literally screaming about like all of y'all, blah 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 blah. It's just like, but how about maybe like the music wasn't maybe it wasn't good because you promoted it enough.
Yeah.
It just wasn't that good.
I mean, it's a phoned in. His whole the production or what he's supposed to bring to the track as DJ Khaled is he's supposed to be a producer. He's supposed to be curating this musical experience, and that's the part I think he just sort of phones in a little bit. Like he knows how to network, he knows how to get great people working together.
Yeah.
But then he doesn't know how to take the ball across the goal line basically and like make a product that actually speaks to people other than just like famous people, music, fly. And then like when it doesn't, he like gets indignant about it. And I'm just like, just because you smash these things together does not make a song.
Right.
Like,
wow. It's a good example. So at least we figured out the problem.
Yeah.
I think the solution is, because I always like to try to solve things. I'm a problem solver. I think he needs to quietly shut the doors of his mansion and work in silence. I think that is the solution.
Yeah.
And I will go as far as saying this. If DJ Khaled calls here and is like, respect, why don't you, let me fly you out to Miami? I'm on the next flight. So I wouldn't say I'm a hypocrite.
no.
But for what but that is totally based on like the star power respect. And I will also say, and I think you probably will agree, I would say the same thing to him and to his face. If you're watching, this is what I really think about you. But I would say it to him. And only because I think he's being lazy. I think he hit the targets that he was looking to hit. I think he's a family guy at his core. I think this is, a little bit of the character that he plays, and he's done a really good job with it.
Sure.
But like, I think he's genuinely phoning in and doing like the least amount of work possible.
Totally. I mean,
to try to just like remain on top. And I think it'd be better if he did better. Those are my closing thoughts.
It's phoned in.
Just do better.
Don't copy the homework. Like, sit down and actually do it.
Like really think about the people that will work on this and creating something new. Stop. If you're gonna recycle, make it a damn good recycling.
Sure.
Like otherwise, like come up with something new. You have time. You have money. You have resources. Like.
Not having access
you've
to
got
facilities, budgets, talent. These are not the problems.
Right.
You have all the pieces. Just do better with the tools you have.
Right. And if you can't do better, call me. I'll help you, Aaron. We will be available.
We're on the next flight. Don't worry.
And they can totally help you do better and be better. Like, I get it, but I think DJ Khaled should maybe just like take a step back, chill a sec.
Yeah.
Take some time off, revisit, refocus, and figure out.
Just we're gonna just go back to the drawing board. We're gonna really sit this
Bring
one, think
a little
about it.
Assad and his baby caddy, let him pull up in it, and
come up with a game plan. Then we're gonna hit it twice as hard in 2020.
Let's go for legacy music.
Exactly.
Let's not go for quick crap hits that don't resonate.
Yeah.
Those are my final thoughts.
Agreed. Unpopular
opinion. Successful, DJ Khaled, you are the worst. Yay!
Oh, yes.